Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. I'd like to welcome you all for the third segment in our Hajj for the year 2013. Again with me, brother Fahim, manager and number one man in HajjUSA of New York. And myself is Muhammad Adly, assistant or religious leader for the group. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What we were talking about the last time?
Okay, the last time we stopped at going to start the Tawaaf.
Oh, you mean
yes.
to start the Umrah process
Umrah
after
process,
we made the Ihram already,
yes.
and we make the Talbiyah and we reach the Haram now.
That's right.
By the way, before I forget,
yeah.
that it is Sunnah also understands that when a person arrives to Mecca, before you go to the Kaaba, okay, it can take a ghusl.
Okay.
All right.
So you're saying,
so you can do it in the hotel.
Okay, so you're saying that when they arrive in the hotel, they can put their suitcases and take
take their ihram off and take a ghusl. Okay, but they don't shave. They still in ihram.
Okay.
They still in restriction.
So if they take a shower, can they change the clothing?
Clothing, mean another ihram or the same ihram?
Another ihram.
Another ihram.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay.
But there is no need
There's
for
no
it.
need to, but if they want.
They just bought it, to understand, a few hours ago before they reach it.
And for our women audience, can they change their clothing that they were wearing?
Yes, they can.
Oh, they can.
Yes.
Okay.
But would be good that the person to take a shower before they go to the Kaaba to make the Tawaaf.
I see.
So yeah, you were talking about the Talbiyah.
Yes.
They will end the Talbiyah when they see the Kaaba.
Okay. So when the person reaches the hotel, they continue saying Talbiyah as much as they can, and then proceed towards the Kaaba. When they enter into the Masjid al-Kaaba, into the building, what should a person say or do when he enters?
Same like what you say when you enter any mosque. Okay.
Fine.
Bismillah, you enter with the right foot, you understand, and Bismillah, Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح علي أبواب رحمتك. The usual dua that you say to any mosque that you enter.
Okay, good.
And when you see the Kaaba, the Talbiyah will be ended, and now you'll be in front of the Kaaba, in front of the black stone, to start your second part of Umrah, because the first part was the Ihram from the Miqat.
From the Miqat.
So now we come to the second part is going around the Kaaba 7 times.
I see.
Yes.
So before you start your Tawaaf, are you supposed to be in wudu?
You should be in wudu.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a form of ibadah?
The wudu or the Tawaaf?
The
Tawaf?
Yes.
It is a part of the Umrah.
Okay.
It is a part. You understand? The Umrah have components.
Right.
Like making the Ihram from the Miqat. Okay. Making the Tawaf 7 times.
Right.
Going between Safa and Marwa 7 times. Shaving the hair after Tawaf. All these things. So you have to fulfill all these components.
So then you start your Tawaaf.
Yes. You start from in front of the black stone.
And you going wrong from the black stone. You start your Tawaaf in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction.
The opposite.
Opposite. So
yes.
Anti-clockwise.
So the Kaaba will be actually in your left.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And you keep going around.
You go 7 times.
7 times.
Yes.
And each rung is from the black stone to the black stone.
Exactly.
So you finish at the black stone, and you start at the black stone, you finish at the black stone.
Exactly.
And in Arabic, the black stone is?
Hajar al-Aswad.
Hajar al-Aswad.
Yeah.
Okay. So 7 times around. Now, is there anything special to read around the Kaaba, to say?
Istighfar, Salah al-Rasul, Zikr, reciting Quran, saying dua. There is no any specific thing to be said other than between Rukn Yamani, the corner before the black stone, and up to the black stone. This was a quotation from the Prophet. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً. Oh Allah, grant us the best in this life and the best in the hereafter, and save us from hellfire. There is a problem that some people be holding a book for dua, reading it. Maybe even I'm not reading it right. They assume that for every tawaf that there is a special dua. This is not correct.
Okay, so the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, is to read the only thing recommended that you're supposed to read. You can, as you said, you can read anything whilst going around the Kaaba.
Yes.
Any zikr, anything
Dua,
you want to do, anything.
Quran.
But recommended is between the
Rukn Yamani and the black stone. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
And if you say nothing more, that's fine also.
Even let's say the worst scenario that we can imagine, that a person went around the Kaaba, didn't say anything.
And it's okay. It's fine.
Still the tawaf acceptable.
Tawaf
and he
acceptable.
still had fulfilled the component of tawaf, which is part of Umrah.
Okay.
But of course, that this is your opportunity to make dua, to make zikr, all these things.
So we are on this topic of reciting or making zikr or anything. Should a person say it loudly or quietly?
No, you shouldn't be disturbing the other people.
Okay.
Okay? Each one of you is calling in his Rabb, in his Lord.
Yeah.
So not supposed to be one of you disturb the others.
Okay.
This is the meaning and understanding of Hadith Rasulullah.
So for our viewers, for our audience now, we want to advise you, okay, that if anyone tells you to go there and repeat after me loudly,
or like leading them in the dua, this is not
the proper adab.
No.
And disturbing others.
Somebody say Rabbana, and everybody, 100 people run Rabbana, Atina. You understand? While somebody else is reading Quran, somebody else is saying Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. You're disturbing people.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Allah hears you. Right. So what is in your...
So for our audience, we would like you to know that please, when you're around the Kaaba and you're doing your zikr or whatever you're doing, please do it in a manner
to yourself,
to
hear
and in a manner that we would be
pleasing.
Yes, exactly.
Don't be loud, don't disturb others.
Don't disturb other people. Now, going around the Kaaba, which is 7 times, after you finish your rounds of 7 times, that finish your tawaf?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in the process of going around, it is recommended that you touch the black stone.
Yes, it is recommended, but you have to notice, this is a Hajj season.
Yes.
Thousands of people there, and hundreds and hundreds in the same moment that you want to reach the black stone, they try to reach the black stone.
Right.
And sometimes for you to really to make to the black stone, you have to be pushing people, hurting people. This is not right.
Okay, so
it's not right.
So
it's enough that from a distance you say Allahu Akbar, and this is it.
And that is acceptable.
Is it very acceptable? Yes.
Okay, good. So is there recommended to touch any other part of the building?
The 2 places only in the Kaaba to be touched. One is the Rukn Yamani.
Yes.
And one is the black stone.
Okay.
And the black stone is to be kissed and touched.
Right.
And even to prostrate on it if you can.
Right.
But the first corner before it, which is Rukn Yamani, is only to wipe over it. Other than this, rubbing the Kaaba, touching the Kaaba, all these things, this is not recommended.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So after you finish your 7 rounds of tawaf, what do you do after then?
You should, and I understand the difference between must and should.
Yeah.
You should pray 2 rak'at, sunnah after tawaf.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And you can, the sunnah to do it behind the Hajj, Maqam Ibrahim, station of Ibrahim.
Okay.
But again, will be very, very crowded. So wherever you can do it, go and do it. 2 rak'at.
So the Sheikh is saying that you must perform, or you should perform 2 rakat sunnah of tawaf.
Yeah.
And if you cannot do it where it is crowded, then move anywhere in the building.
Yes.
And
you mean any place in the mosque?
Any place in the mosque.
The haram.
Yeah, in the haram.
Yeah.
And pray there.
Exactly.
Okay. And after you finish that, is it recommended to drink Zamzam water?
Yes, it is recommended. It's not must also.
Okay. Okay. But it's recommended to drink Zamzam water.
Yes, of course.
And after you finish the Zamzam water, from there you proceed to where?
You go to the Safa and Marwa, okay?
Okay.
Which if you turn your back towards the Kaaba and you go straight, that the black stone will be behind you immediately, and you go straight. Now this will take you to Safa and Marwa.
I see.
Which is inside the component or the building of the Haram itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Safa and Marwa, where do you start?
You start with the Safa.
So this is what you call, you're going to do now
Now you're going to make Sa'i, which is the third component of Umrah. If we can say that Umrah is parts or components.
Right.
So making Ihram from the Miqat,
Yeah.
this is one component. Going around the Kaaba is the second component.
Yeah.
Third component is to go between Safa and Marwa. Fourth and last component, you understand, is to shave your hair.
So now we are in Safa and Marwa. And this is what you call Sa'i.
Yes.
And Sa'i is really what?
Is walking between the mountain of Safa to the mountain of Marwa.
Okay. And how many times is it recommended?
This is 7 times.
7 times.
Start from the Safa,
yeah.
You go to the Marwa. This will be one.
So you're
Coming
saying
back will be the second.
right.
Like
so you're saying when you finish from the Kaaba, you face Safa Marwa.
Exactly.
Where would Safa be? On the right side?
It will be on your right side.
Okay.
Yes.
So you start from Safa.
Exactly.
And from Safa to Marwa is one time.
Yes. This will be one round.
One round.
Yes. And coming back will be a second like this.
So Safa to Marwa 1, Marwa to Safa 2.
Yes.
And then Safa to Marwa.
So in the end, number 7 you'll be in the Marwa.
So when you finish your 7th round, you should be in Marwa.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
So you start at Safa, you end at Marwa.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
So is there anything special to read between Safa and Marwa?
Dua, dhikr, reciting Quran, the same thing. There is nothing especially. And also there is a small booklet, people will be carrying it, and they say dua for Shawt al-Awwal. This the supplication for the first round, Safa and Marwa, and you say this and that and that. This is not from the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay, so there's nothing special again.
Whatever that you want to say from Dhikrullah is acceptable, is good.
Do you have to be in wudu for Safa and Marwa?
No, you are not.
Okay.
You are not.
Okay, so in this process, between the three components that you talked about, the Tawaaf is more important for you to have wudu during circumambulation.
It is better. It's better, you understand?
Okay.
Especially that you're going to pray 2 rak'at sunnah, you're going to have wudu.
I see.
But let's say somebody in wudu, okay? And he break his wudu or her wudu while they're making tawaf.
Yes.
It will be a lot of hardship for them to leave and to go to the bathroom and make wudu. It will take them like at least an hour until reach it again.
Right.
So there is no any clear-cut evidence in Quran or Hadith that you have to have wudu while you're making tawaf.
Okay, good.
Tawaf is still acceptable.
Right.
After you finish your tawaf, if you want to go and make wudu to make the 2 sunnah, alhamdulillah.
It's up to the individual.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, so then we finish that, we go Safa Marwa, finish 7 times. So after Safa
The
Marwa,
last
what
and the
happens?
final will be the shaving of the head.
Yes. Do you have to shave the head at Marwa, or you can go anywhere else and shave?
No, you go outside, and there is a barber there, you understand? There many shops is there.
So
or you can go, when you go to your hotel, you can do it.
So if you leave the haram, and you go to your hotel to cut your hair, you're still in the state of ihram until you cut this hair.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes.
So when this hair is cut, you finish.
You finish.
And you come back, you get back into normal.
Now you finish your umrah.
Yes.
And now you can go to your hotel or wherever, and you can change your clothes to the regular clothes.
Yes.
And now you live normal life. And that means if your wife with you, you have sexual relation, intimate relation with her is acceptable.
Okay.
That you understand, you can cut nails, you can, all the restriction, you're out of it.
Right.
Okay? Right. With exception of cutting trees, disturbing the birds, other things. We're talking about the generality, but each one of this component, it need more details and telling you what is sunnah, what is bid'ah. So it is very, very important and a sincere advice for everybody who's planning to make Hajj, to start from now, to get a book about Hajj and Umrah and they start study.
Right.
Or go to YouTube and they start watching some segments about Hajj and Umrah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we finished with the second.
Now you finish with Umrah. Now you can go relax in your hotel, change your clothes to normal clothes, and now there is nothing except to be waiting for the time for Hajj. And during this time that you try to frequent going visiting the Kaaba, making Tawaaf. Okay, there is optional Tawaafs, but there is no optional Sa'i.
Okay.
All right, there is optional. You can every day you can make 1 Tawaaf, 2 Tawaaf, 10 Tawaafs. You understand?
Okay.
But there is no optional Sa'i.
Okay.
And basically try to make sure to remember that you are in the Haram. No smoking, no music, no staring at the opposite sex, no arguing, no debates, all these things, because he's still in a state of ihram in other sense, you understand? In a sense. Because the country, the wholeness of the place itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So this will be the end of it, inshallah. And now you can rest until time for Hajj. We can talk about it in another segment.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, Sheikh. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. And we'll continue into another segment.
Inshallah. We pray for everybody that Allah bless them, inshallah, with a Hajj, and will be Hajj according to Quran and Sunnah.
Okay, you will be hearing from us again in the next segment about how we do the Hajj, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.